Makeway Studio Publications LLC presents an unabridged recording of the 10 Plagues and the Red Sea, God's Miraculous Power Revealed. Written by Silas Mary. Narrated by Silas Mary. Chapter 1, Introduction to the Miraculous Power of God. The context of the Exodus story. It was an age of mighty empires, when the earth trembled under the weight of Pharaoh's rule. The sun beat down relentlessly upon Egypt, its rays glinting off the grand monuments that stood as symbols of the Pharaoh's power. Egypt, with its vast wealth, towering pyramids, and impenetrable fortresses, seemed invincible. For centuries, it had flourished as the undisputed ruler of the ancient world. But despite all its greatness, there was a pain in the heart of Egypt, one that even the mighty Pharaoh could not escape. The cries of the Israelites, a once noble people enslaved in the land of Egypt, rose up to the heavens, carried on the winds like a whisper of impending doom. Their pain, their suffering, had gone unnoticed for far too long. The Israelites were a forgotten people, once favored by the Pharaoh's ancestors, now cast aside and bound in chains. Their forefathers had come to Egypt in times of famine, seeking refuge from hunger. Yet, over the centuries, what began as a promise of salvation had turned into a nightmare of oppression. The Israelites were forced into backbreaking labor, building cities, constructing temples, and providing for the Pharaoh's ever-expanding kingdom. They were nothing more than a commodity to be exploited for Egypt's glory. As the years turned into decades, their cries grew louder. Yet, no one seemed to hear. Pharaoh, sitting comfortably on his throne, never gave a thought to their suffering. He believed his reign was absolute, that he alone held the power to command life and death. But God was listening. Setting the stage, the oppression of the Israelites in Egypt. The Israelites had been in Egypt for over 400 years. The promise of prosperity had long faded, replaced by the bitter reality of enslavement. They had built Egypt's greatest cities, laid its foundation stones, but in return, they received only the cruelest punishment. The Pharaoh had grown fearful of the Israelites' growing numbers and had set upon them the harshest of decrees, forcing them into harder labor, keeping them from their families, and even decreeing the death of their newborn sons. Yet, amidst the darkness, something powerful stirred. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the creator of heaven and earth, had not forgotten his covenant with his people. He saw their suffering, and he was about to act. There was no escaping what was coming.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?